a very nice gripping dog here today. That being said, search for the helper. The dog is very direct. The dog is tied in and tied out of every blind, but the dog just needs to show just ever so slightly more power here throughout the work, but it still remains in the low excellent. The hold and bark. In the very beginning stages of the bark and hold, the dog needs to be slightly more settled. After this, as the barking goes on, just ever so slightly more power here needs to be shown here throughout, but the dog is very convincing in its guarding. The dog shows a very nice dominant posture in front of the helper, and the dog actually shows pressure into the helper during this portion of the exercise. The call out is without fault. It's the highest of very good. Prevention of an escape. The obedience is in order for the down position. When released, the dog goes very well into the helper. The grip here is full from the very beginning. The grip here is with a lot of power into the escape, and the grip is stable here throughout the escape from the helper all the way up into the out. The out here is shown correctly. The dog comes off the sleeve all in one motion. The only negative comment, slightly more intensity here in the guarding, but it remains low excellent. Defense against an attack. The dog reacts very well to the attack. The grip here is full from the very beginning. The grip here is unfazed by the pressure from the helper, and the grip is stable throughout all the way up until the transition. Here in the transition, we have one slight movement of the grip here in the transition phase. After this, the out is in order, and now the dog builds somewhat here in the intensity in the guarding. The intensity here is very nice to see, but it's the highest of very good. Back transport. Only at the turn, a slightly better position. The dog needs to show next to the handler. It's very good. Attack on the dog out of the back transport. The dog reacts very well to the attack. The dog here shows very nice power in and through the helper. The grip here is full. The grip here shows a lot of power at the very start of the exercise and during the pressure phase from the helper all the way up into the out. When the out comes, the dog comes off the sleeve all in one motion. Here in the guarding, just ever so slightly more intensity here needs to be shown, but it's still low excellent. Attack on the dog out of motion. The obedience is in order down the field. The dog does sit calmly in the watch position. As the dog comes down the field, it is not the fastest dog coming down the field, but the dog shows very nice power in and through the helper. The grip here is full from the very beginning. At the very last second, the dog actually accelerates and powers through the helper. It's very nice to see. The grip here is full. The grip here has a lot of power in and through the pressure from the helper all the way up into the out. The out here is demonstrated correctly. The dog comes off the sleeve all in one motion. In the guarding, just ever so slightly more intensity here in the guarding to be without fault. It's a low excellent. Defense against an attack. The same comment, the dog goes very well into the helper. The grip here is full from the very beginning. The grip here is unfazed by the pressure from the helper all the way up into the out. The out here is demonstrated correctly. The guarding, just ever so slightly more intensity, and one time in the guarding portion of the exercise we have a slight bump into the sleeve. The side transport is without fault. It's still a low excellent. Today, TSB pronounced 96.